Now we record. Hi, my name is Montoya Holden, and I was diagnosed with bladder cancer last year. And in the process of all this, it's coming down to I'm supposed to be having surgery March 30th. Now, people can say whatever it is that they want to say, and that's fine and dandy. But at the end of the day, I truly and honestly believe we know when we're getting ready to die. And I keep asking people, right? I asked Curtis yesterday. I said, Curtis, I said, when I'm dead and gone, what is it that you can remember me by? Now, that shit might be a joke to somebody else. And he really felt uncomfortable, and he really didn't even want to answer that. He didn't even really want to answer the question. Now, you know, the thing of it is to say you leave dead dogs where they lie at. And it's real talk. Leave dead dogs where they lie at. So in the process of me being sick, I didn't have people come in my house, call spirits, and had spirits in my house. All kind of crazy shenanigans. Shit that I don't even believe in shitting where I lay my head at. That's not me. That's not at all me. That's not my story. Will not be my story and begin to be my story. You know what I mean? So today, I say Matthew 3:10 that I wash my hands, I'm finished. So the number's on block. You can't call me. I can't call you. None of that. We don't even have to go through none of that. So Matthew 3:10 says this. And I'm going to make sure that I leave a memoir for myself from this day forward. Because if I go do that surgery, I'm not coming out. I have a better chance of survival without having that surgery than to be pissing in a bag for the rest of my life. Now, I ain't talking about nobody. I'm just talking about me. But anyways, I speak this into existence, and I put this in the atmosphere that anybody who has do not mean no good to me, that I ask, that I just bind you up. I bind you up. Kimberly Daniels, Drexel Merritts, I bind you up. Quintel Deshaun Hooker, I bind you up. Your brothers Memphis and LP, Desmond and Desimond or whatever, I bind you up. April McCain, your baby mama, I bind you up. Camilla Jones, the one we seem to be having all these issues with, I bind you up. So anyways, Matthew 3:10 says this. And this is the message that I'm going to leave for y'all. The axe is now ready to cut down the trees, and every tree that does not produce good fruit will be cut down and thrown into the fire. But let's take it all the way to the beginning, because we're talking about the works of John the Baptist now. So Matthew 3, and we're going to read it all the way up until we get to chapter 4. That way we get a whole better understanding of the passage. About the time John the Baptist began preaching in the desert area of Judah, John said, "Change your heart and lives, because the kingdom of heaven is near." John the Baptist is the one Isaiah the prophet was talking about when he said, "This is a voice of one who calls out in the desert, prepare the way for the Lord, make the road straight for him." John's clothes were made from camel hair and wore a leather belt around his waist. For food he ate locusts and wild honey. Many people came from Jerusalem and Judah and all areas of Jordan River to hear John. They confessed their sins, and he baptized them in the Jordan River. Many of the Pharisees and the Sadducees came to the place where John was baptizing people. When John saw them, he said, "You are all snakes. Who warned you to run from God's coming punishment? Do the things that show you really have changed your hearts and lives, and do not think you can say to yourself, Abraham is our father. I tell you that God could make children from these rocks." The axe is now ready to cut down the trees. Every tree that does not produce good fruit will cut down and thrown into the fire. I baptize you with water to show that your hearts and lives have changed. But there is one coming after me who is greater than I am, whose sandals I am not good enough to carry. He will baptize you with the Holy Spirit and fire. He will come ready to clean the grain, separating the good grain and the grain into his barn. But he will burn the chaff with the fire that cannot be put out. Jesus is baptized by John. Hello?
Have already taken.
Jesus is baptized by John. At the time, Jesus came from Galilee to Jordan River and wanted John to baptize him. But John tried to stop him, saying, "Why do you come to me to be baptized? I need to be baptized by you." Jesus answered, "Let it be this. For now, we should do all things that are God's will." So John agreed to baptize Jesus. As soon as Jesus was baptized, he came out of the water. The heavens opened, and he saw God's Spirit coming down on him like a dove, and a voice from heaven saying, "This is my son, whom I love, and I'm very pleased with him." Understand this: if I get that surgery, I'm not going to come out. I'm not. And I know this. I know this. So while all this chaos and this drama and this conflict is rising amongst me over some all misunderstanding, and everybody have to sit around here and be mad at everybody, I don't need you in my life. I suggest that you pack your bags and get the fuck on, because I don't need you. There was a strong bond, there was a gap, and then there was a bond, and now it's about to be a gap. So guess what? You are not the root of the tree. What you're going to, I can't walk them with you. I cannot walk that path with you. So as I give you Matthew 3:10, any roads that you walk, may they be your roads and not my roads to travel on. Because I'm supposed to head into a whole new direction. But I allowed the devil to come in and take it into a whole new another direction. But as of today, I claim my life back, baby. The very life, the very breath that you suck up out of me, God kept on pressing breath up in me. He had gave me CPR, and he had prepared me for this war that me and you are about to go through. So I tell you what, I keep my baby. I still have this bladder on my cancer, and you get to stepping. Have a nice life. Until then, during the meantime, in between time, baby, God will take care of me. For he said that I will supply all your needs. Not an inch, not a little, not a tad, not a half, not a 3/4, none of that. He said I will supply all your needs. So from this day forward, you have a nice life, baby.